What's up, everybody? All right, Coach Bergen here, and I'm going to read you another article. This one is called 10 Profound Neil Degrassi Tyson Quotes That Will Change the Way You See the World. If you've ever listened to Star Talk Radio, then you'll know that Neil Degrassi Tyson can not only make us laugh, but also think. Often, Neil deGrasse Tyson can shake our perspective on the universe and our place in it. As a popular science educator, deGrasse Tyson is out to inspire generations of innovators to reach for the stars. While it's difficult to narrow down his best quotes, we've taken a shot here. We've also included our favorite video of Neil deGrasse Tyson where he explains our connection to the cosmos at the end. First, I just want to say this guy, I think it's great that we can have a scientist become famous because we need the smart people to be the ones that we look to. Um, so this is great. All right. So his first quote, "We are part of the universe and the universe is in us." That's pretty deep. "Recognize that the very molecules that make up your body, the atoms that construct the molecules, are traceable to the crucibles that were once the centers of high mass stars that exploded their chemically rich guts into the galaxy, enriching pristine gas clouds with the chemistry of life, so that we are all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, and to the rest of the universe atomically." That's kind of cool. That makes me smile, and I actually feel quite large at the end of that. It's not that we are better than the universe, we are part of the universe. We are in the universe, and the universe is in us. Just think about that. That says something. All right, next one. What the most successful people in life realize. The problem, often not discovered until late in life, is that when you look for things in life like love, meaning, motivation, it implies they are sitting behind a tree or under a rock. The most successful people in life recognize that in life they create their own love, they manufacture their own meaning, they generate their own motivation. For me, I am driven by two main philosophies: know more today about the world than I knew yesterday, and lessen the suffering of others. You'd be surprised how far that gets you. That is really good. That is really good. I like that. Yeah, we create our own lives. All the choices we make, all the thoughts we think, all the perceptions we have, all the actions we take. All right, next one. After death. I would request that my body in death be buried, not cremated, so that the energy content contained within it gets returned to the earth, so that flora and fauna can dine upon it, just as I have dined upon flora and fauna during my lifetime. Wow. Yeah, I used to think that I would get cremated because it didn't make sense to have all this money on a funeral for me one day. Um, but now I kind of get it, and I mean your body, it'll decay and it'll go back to the earth, and I mean basically we live from the earth, things from the earth, so we might as well give our body back to the earth, and then I don't know, it's something more to think about. All right, next one. We are literally stardust. The atoms of our bodies are traceable to stars that manufactured them in their cores and exploded these enriched ingredients across our galaxies billions of years ago. For this reason, we are biologically connected to every other living thing in the world. We are chemically connected to all molecules on Earth, and we are atomically connected to all atoms in the universe. We are not figuratively, but literally stardust. That's crazy. It's hard to even wrap the mind around. Um, we're all connected. Everything is all connected. All right, next one. One of the biggest problems in the world today. One of the biggest problems with the world today is that we have large groups of people who will accept whatever they hear on the grapevine just because it suits their worldview, not because it is actually true or because they have evidence to support it. The really striking thing is that it would not take much effort to establish validity in most of these cases, but people prefer reassurance to research. Next one. Let's reward curiosity. I would teach how science works as much as I would teach what science knows. I would assert, and this starts in quotes, given that essentially everyone will learn to read, end quote, that science literally is the most important kind of literacy they can take into the 21st century. I would undervalue grades based on knowing things and find ways to reward curiosity. In the end, it's the people who are curious who change the world. That's true. I mean, anybody can memorize facts, and I mean, but we need to think differently, and we need to kind of get away from the standardized way of thinking. Next one, the dreams of tomorrow. When you visit countries that don't nurture these kinds of ambitions, you can feel the absence of hope. People are reduced to worrying only about that day's shelter or the next day's meal. It's a shame, even a tragedy. How many people do not get to think about the future? Technology, coupled with wise leadership, not only solves these problems, but enables dreams of tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I think we're very fortunate in this country, and most of the world lives on less than $2 a day, and they grow a lot of their own food as well. And I think first world, we uh, we have it a lot better than a lot of other countries, and we just have to be grateful that we live in the country of America. You know, it's definitely good, even with all the negative things. That's another topic for another day, but we should appreciate. All right, next one. The greatest tragedy. If humans one day become extinct from a catastrophic collision, there would be no greater tragedy in the history of life. There would be no greater tragedy in the history of life in the universe, not because we lacked the brain power to protect ourselves, but because we lacked the foresight. The dominant species that replaces us in post-apocalyptic Earth just might wonder as they gaze upon our mounted skeletons in their natural history museums, why large-headed Homo sapiens fared no better than the proverbially pea-brained dinosaurs. Next one. Yeah, I mean, we should definitely evolve as a species and get smarter and think ahead. And I mean, I don't know what the world holds, but we should probably figure that out. And I'm sure that there's other people on it, but I don't know. I feel like all of us should kind of have a responsibility to, to kind of think about the future of not our, just our future, but of humanity's future. All right, next one. Robots are better, but this is what gets people excited. Robots are important also. If I don't, if I don my pure science hat, I would say just send robots. I'll stay down here and get the data. But nobody's ever given a parade for a robot. Nobody's ever named a high school after a robot. So when I don my public educator hat, I have to recognize the elements of exploration that excite people. it's not only the discoveries and the beautiful photos that come down from the heavens, it's the vicarious participation in discovery itself. So that makes sense. People, people want to be the ones to discover it. They don't want anybody else to, get the credit. They want to get the credit, and they don't want to have a robot do it for them, even though it would probably be safer in a lot of cases. All right, next one. This is not the way to have a conversation. The moment when someone attaches you to a philosophy or a movement, then they assign all the baggage and all the rest of the philosophy that goes with it to you. And when you want to have a conversation, they will assert that they already know everything. Important that there is to know about you because of that association. And that's not the way to have a conversation. Yeah, I mean, when we're attached to certain beliefs, then there's going to be different assumptions because we have certain beliefs. And that's with a lot of different things. So that's the article today, and I will be doing another one tomorrow. All right, be sure visit me at bfitma.com, and then follow me Facebook, Instagram, Coach Bergen. All right, enjoy your day.